Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I had to feed the pets. It took me longer to feed the pets than I thought it was going to. Good babies. The good babies. Do I need to increase this? I do need to increase this. YouTube. YouTube, why? I thought I did. I thought I did. Oh my gosh, my allergies. Let's just make that 40. Hello, hello, hello. I forgot to turn on TikTok chat. Oh my gosh. I gotta sneeze. Ah. Okay, that fix you, YouTube? Will you be nice to me? Refresh that. Okay, whatever, it's being goofy. Doesn't matter. I just closed all my windows. Oh my god. Look at this scuff nerd. There's no scuff. What do you mean? No scuff. No scuff. No scuff. As I yell that I closed all my windows. Okay, anyways. So since I'm always yapping, can you you can't see me behind the thingy. Since I'm always talking about like pre-made models and stuff, I thought it'd be fun that we would go over the new customizable model that came out. There's no shut up. Shut up. Go over the new customizable model that came out last night. I was playing with it some last night, so you can get a fun idea of it. And I know, like, I'm very picky about stuff that I buy, but I've been watching it. I've been watching this model, progress reports of this model for a while now. So I thought it would be fun to do like give anybody who's interested in the model like an idea of all the options that there are, and then we can build my next model while we do that. The only downside though is that while we work on the new outfit or customizing it, it does get like a little bit laggy. But that's only when you're here. When you're in the customized screen. Actually, she's moving pretty nicely. Surprisingly. Okay, cool. I should have brought tissues with me. I'm so stuffy. Let me put some let me find some background music. Put some stream beats on. Oh my gosh, I sneezed. Ah, shit, I didn't mute that time. Damn it! Shut up. Okay, we have the audio capture. Let's turn that on. Alright. Let me put some a little bit of lo-fi music on in the background when we do this. That's good. No, you're so evil. That's freaking evil. Okay. But no, the little lag is a little bit. Mostly my PC issue too. I think I'm gonna cave and buy the new PC parts next month, and we'll do a little upgradey. A little upgradey. Just a little upgradey. Not a big upgradey, a little upgradey. So I would start from like when you load the model and stuff and do like a full on like tutorial kind of thing, but I'm not going to because VTube Studio will like show my IP address, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that on stream. I don't want to risk accidentally showing my IP address. But yeah, when you get, and there is a tutorial. There's a tutorial on the Thank you for the heart, me. There is a tutorial when you buy it, but we're gonna go through all the different toggles and options that you can customize this very, very customizable model with. So let's get rid of the that first and foremost. And you can't see it because I have a black background, but there is like a little. Actually, you could see it if I have it open here. There's like a little guide here. I can show you that later. Thank you. Okay. Sad, but also glad I don't have a PC because it's gotta spend like every other month upgrade. No, you don't upgrade every other month. You gotta upgrade every couple of years. I built my PC in 2017, so it definitely needs an upgrade. So then, so now you're customizing the model. VTube Studio also has the little filter here, so you can, everything's basically labeled by what it is you're customizing. So let's see, so say I want to do hair. This will take me to just the hair options, right? But we're not gonna start on hair, we're gonna start from the stop. We're gonna start from the beginning. So body separates here, of course. And we're going to start with the most important part, the boo-boo. And you can go from itty bitty titty committee to the tiggle bitties. And then on top of that, you can, if you don't like a ton of physics, you can turn that off. So it's not, you can decide how much of that you have. A little bit, a lot. We're gonna do a lot, and we're gonna do about here. Like, I've already given a little warning that this editing side makes it a little bit laggy. because it is a very big model. Highest importance. 2 foot tall, it's gotta be accurate. Okay, shut up. Shut up. Okay. So we're gonna go from the model, or start with the breast size, and you can choose the arm width. You make them really, really tiny little twiggy arms, or some thicker arms. And you can stop anywhere in between. I like the thicker arms because she looks healthier that way. Not like a Marvel, one of the Marvel styles. I like the One Piece characters, One Piece female characters. I love One Piece. I'll just say. Let me see. Actually, let me swap out. Is it the waist? I don't know what this part is. No. I want to turn this off. Where is it? Need that Nami body type. Exactly, need the Nami body type. Okay, where is it? We're editing. That is one weird thing I wish that it started for the outfit, because you can start off customizing the hips too. So let me just change the little dress here. And so remember which part it is. Say top, GK, sleeves, hoodie, bottom. Is it the bottom? Yeah, okay, so let's swap it to, I have to be careful on some of these toggles. I can't toggle all the way to the end. I can't toggle all the way to the end because it will get me kicked off of YouTube. Probably TikTok too. Okay. So now we took off the dress. We can do the hip size. Itty bitty, or birthing hips. Make that choice. And you can stop anywhere in between. I'm gonna pick the birthing hips. Body types in One Piece remind me of people you'd see in arcs of. Okay, okay. And when Mr. One, the guy that fought Zoro directly under Crocodile, his female partner, her, what was her name? Why was I gonna call her the Candle Bitch? I'm not. Okay, and then we can pick. And you can add a mole. So your placements are a little one on the chest. Mrs. 3, Mr. 3. The Mr. 3 was the Candle Bitch. What was it? She was the heavy one. She can change her weight. I forget her name. It's been so long. That was his partner. Mr. One's was like the needle hand lady, right? Actually, I tried to voice act her in like a parody. What was it? And then we have like a little shoulder mole, a little mole on the chest, higher up, a little neck mole, a little tiny mole, or no mole. I like the mole right here. It only pops up on one side though, which is interesting. Why that's an option. Okay, and then we can do skin tone. So you can pick on a slider, you pick your saturation. You pick your saturation. A tip for picking the saturation is that the higher the saturation, the more details you lose. So you can see, lose all details, kind of like a Fortnite character right now. The less saturation, more detail. And then the default is going to be red. So then you can pick your hue. You can be the Hulk. Blue Hulk. Even bluer Hulk. We're back to red. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. My nose is so stuffy. I keep blowing my nose. Okay. But hello. Okay. But yeah, so you just keep playing with them until you get your desired. So if you want to be like a little fish person and be blue, or you want to be like green and be like a fishy person, you can do that. Were you purposely? Yeah, I was purposely muted. I was blowing my nose. I don't like this music. Turn that off. I don't like that music. I don't need it. Just leave me alone. I feel like my nose is stuffy too. I don't know. I take allergy meds every day, and I feel like it's just not working. Okay, do I like the skin tone? I think I want to add... Ooh. No. That's pretty. And hop off. Everything's for smoothie. Thank you. The downside is I hop on stream like the moment. Thank you for the heart, me. I hop on stream basically the moment I wake up, so I'm not like giving myself a chance to be less stuffy. But I've been sneezing like a lot this whole week. Like I swear I was convinced I was getting sick. Okay. I was playing with the skin tones on my laptop, and I feel like it was easier on my laptop to find a color I like. Okay, that's good. That's good. And it's stuffy because I keep my window a bit open. It's 41 for Fahrenheit. I set my my AC to like 60 when I sleep. Not 60, 68 when I sleep. And then we could do the shadows. Leave them around here. And then we set the saturation all the way. And you can see the shadows like on the shoulder here. And the thing is, I wish I could edit the tone, the color of these shadows, because I would give them like a little red hue, so you kind of get like a little bit of blush on the shoulder. But you technically can. You can edit a lot of these. You just have to go into the textures, or you can mess with the mesh textures. In VTube Studio as well. But since this is such a big model, it will take freaking forever to load up the textures. And next, we can move on to nail colors. Celsium makes more sense than it definitely does. It definitely makes more sense. I didn't mute my phone. So same thing, more saturation, less detail, a little bit less saturation. Wait, no, more saturation, less detail, less saturation, more detail. And then we can customize here. There's so many working parts. Personally, I'd like to customize the textures itself rather than color them. And then you can change the brightness. I'm gonna have, I don't know, what color do I want them? I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of purple in this, so let's just make them pink. Let's make them pink. Hello, Gaster. We'll make them really soft pink. Yeah, bubblegum pink. Very cute. And then I feel like TikTok's gonna like this, so you can choose the toenail colors as well. Stop it. Same thing, but purple. No, we'll put more purple elsewhere. It's fine, it's fine. We'll put more purple elsewhere. So we got pink. And pink. All right. Feet. I get like damn near every like TikTok I upload, I get a "where's the feet corner?" And I'm like, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. I have so many questions. We're customizing the new customizable model that just came out last night. And give it I'm kind of like, if you're like on this fence to pick a model. Okay, so you have the option of coloring both eyes. Same thing. So you can do, it's very detailed, so it tells you here, search hetero. So hetero, so for heterochromia. If you Google it, it'll take you down to the bottom. I thought it was a cult. I mean, a little bit of a cult. Isn't all VTubing a little bit cultish? How's it going? It's going good. It's going good. How are you? Okay, so you have the option of customizing just one eye color. There we go. So you have that. Turn on heterochromia. And then you can do one eye color at a time. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do both eye colors. So let me turn that off. And we can go back to... But that is an option that you have. There is an option that you have. So we're going to start Okay, anyway. I like zoomed up models. Okay. So, we'll start with the iris shadow. This one we can max out because there's not a lot of detail needed, personally. And again, you can pick your hue. For me, so I'm gonna do blue. I'm gonna do blue eyes, but I like a little bit of purple accents to it. So I'm gonna do the shadow is going to blue. The shadow is gonna be purple, and we're gonna make it very soft because it's an accent color. Make them more blue, aka fucking purple, because apparently that's more blue. No. So this is purple. The eyes are gonna be blue. The accent color is gonna be purple. I was watching your stream a while ago. You seem wise. What do I do? People at my school are making paper kunai knives. What the You know, they used to do that at my school too. Back in the olden days. You just kind of ignore them. They just act dumb. Okay, so then we turn on the saturation for the middle iris. And we're going to make that, again, your options. See how pretty the little texture is there for the eyes? And I want mine. So it's kind of like a gradient for what I'm going to do. So I start with a darker blue up top. The olden days, how even older are you? Old, I'm old. And then you can pick the brightness. So you can make it really soft and pretty. Just make it darker. I want it to be a softer blue, but it's going to be darker. Okay. I forgot that was roots. My name isn't Mama because I'm young. To be fair, I've been getting called Mama since I was like in high school though. Okay. So when you start off with the darker blue, then you can have a much softer blue for the midsection. And you add like a gradient kind of texture. You need to play with the brightness. Same thing here. That's kind of how I'm basically doing it the same way when I draw, how I color my eyes. I start at the darker, then I make it lighter. And then for this one, we can add this. I was playing with this part, so I usually like this part to be pink when I do blue eyes. Kind of copying how I draw my OC character. I usually like this part being a little pink, but I realized I don't like it. I don't know. Like, I think if it was like more like a bigger blur, it'd be like a prettier pink. But I'm just gonna do it a really soft blue, and we're gonna raise the brightness so it adds like a nice little highlight to it. See? But there's endless color options. Back in your day, fire was the cutting edge technology. Gee, thanks. Okay. So, I will warn, this model did just come out yesterday. So there is an issue. There is an issue with the pupils. I will warn already. That there's only a color option for one pupil. You're bringing up pink a lot. I love pink. Pink is like my favorite color. So I can only do one color, which I think is kind of cool though. I think it like kind of gives a fun vibe. But technically you can fix it yourself too. Hello. So you can change you can change everything. We're going crazy. We're just getting started. The amount of customization this model has is insane. Which is why I was waiting for this one, because I was considering getting the Suica model. But then I was looking at the customization options for it, and I was like, they all kind of have like same face syndrome. Not to discredit the Suica model, it just wasn't for me. Okay. However, I'm gonna change the pupil type before. Pink is suspicious. What do you got against pink? What do you have against pink? I'm gonna change the pupil type before I change the color, because you can pick more options. So for the option, there's a ton of options for the pupils. You could do the Oshinoko eye thing. Little X. Little butterfly. This one is my favorite. I like this one. And a minus. A little dash. A little power. You want to do like a robot style character. A little like lotus bloom, a little cross, a little cherry blossom, a little clover, a little star, a little heart, another star, that, another little flower, another little flower. There's a few flower options. Just a little circle, a snowflake, a moon. I like this one too. This was pretty cool. And this one's actually really cool. I have no purpose for it, but it's a freaking clock. That's so cool. I just realized the word shorter is longer than the word longer. It's like what is it? WWW is longer than just like saying World Wide Web. Clock purple is sick, right? It's so cool. Got nothing against pink, but you know there's a pink pineapple, and it's really good. But every time I'd be like, oh yeah, we're gonna go try out a pink pineapple for the first time, everybody was like, what, is that an innuendo? What are you saying? Little bunny rabbit. This one's kind of cool too. Little doggy paw. A gear. This one's kind of nice too. That's fun also. Okay. But my pick, I don't know, I'm kind of torn. I kind of want to like do like a star in one eye, and then like a little where is it? Oh, there it is. It's right there. And like a little, like a moon in one eye. I guess pink pineapple. No, it's a real pineapple. It's like a genetic freak, and it gets rid of like all of the super acidity. So you just have this like really really sweet pineapple. But for some reason, pink pineapple sounds sus. So you do like a star and a moon, but I've been leaning towards doing this one. Where is it? Where is the one I like? This one. I have the saturation on just one of them, so that's why it's red right now. There we go. Clock People is better than the mall because it reminds me of creepy pasta clockwork. Oh, tomorrow, by the way, since tomorrow's Halloween, we're going to be streaming tomorrow, but we're going to be reading creepypastas. Going to read creepypastas tomorrow. It'll be fun. I was going to carve a pumpkin, but I was like, that's too much work. I don't want to get pumpkin on my desk. Let's just read creepypastas. I agree. Pink pineapple is a bit freaky. It's very good though. You should try it. It's very good. Ooh, creepypasta. Yes, creepypastas. There's a Nexpo video I haven't watched yet, so I figure we'll watch it together and then we'll read creepypastas, and that'll be fun. It'll be fun. Hey, Red Fang. What name's more threatening, Oopie Goopie or Little Jimba? If you're gonna mess with me, you're gonna mess with my crew. Oopie Goopie and Little Jimba. Oopie Goopie is more threatening. Only in the sense that he probably, like, he hides under your bed at night or something. Okay, so we want brightness. Saturation, we're gonna make the saturation. I think I want it white, so I want the, no wait, this, you're not, okay, okay, there we go. Looks like I missed a step. I was like, why aren't you doing what I want? So I'll make this part in the center. So each of the pupils are different, so not all of them you can customize the outline, but this one you can customize the outline here. So I'm gonna make the outline purple and make it a little bit darker. So then this one, saturation for the inner part. Oh wait, it doesn't really matter what color I do because I'm gonna make it white. So to the inside white. Hey, I've got candy, but it's all mine, none for those bread. Luckily nobody does trick-or-treating here, so I won't be bothered. Which will be nice. I don't know, if I'm like home alone, I don't feel like comfortable opening the door. He's the kind of guy I'd pack it. If a package I'd mark as fragile, he would kick it, and he puts milk before cereal. Oh yeah, Oopie Goopie definitely sounds like somebody who puts milk before their cereal. A freak. A real freak. Very interesting. Okay, so as I was saying, there is a little bit of an error where they don't have the sliders so you can customize the other eye. So use this one's fine, you can't customize. Actually, maybe, can I fix that if we go to the heterochromia options? Is that going to be the workaround? People are? People saturation. That is the fix. Okay, that's the fix. So, the fix is you have to go to heterochromia to fix the so you can select the color options for the right eye, so they can match. There we go. Oopie Koopie is a menace to society. The true menace. Okay, so we'll turn off that. We can put us back. No, I have to scroll all the way through again. Okay. We're not very far. It's fine. Okay, so we found the fix for that. That's cool. That's cool. I was like looking at it last night, like, what am I missing? Where's the sliders for that other eye? Where is it? I'm gonna go to bed. Good night. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I can't use the wave toggle right now. Otherwise I would. I mean, bye bye. Okay, and then you can also make the pupil less visible. So you can just kind of like just have it vanish. Like that. I'm not going to do that, but you can. You just like get rid of it. Or if you like this part, but you don't like this part, you can just like have it flat. But I'm going to make the pupil larger and wider. Oh, wait, I made it thinner. Let's keep it that way. You have to pay attention to the sliders, what they do, because sometimes they don't do what you think they're going to do. Yeah. Let's stay with the bigger pupil. And I forgot to do on the other one. Flat and smooth like our brains. Yes, exactly. Come on, slider. There we go. So those are the eyes we go with. You can choose to make you can do that down here. So like the lash highlight. So this is the lash highlight. This is like the reflection of your lashes reflecting in your eye. And if you don't like it, you can just kind of, not this one, you can just kind of lighten it. Where is it? There it goes. This one. But let's see. Boop, boop. Actually, also you can toggle the animation for some of them off. I think so if you pick the clock. Let's see. If you pick the clock one, will that turn it off? So let's grab this eye. Because this is animated, right? And if we take the animation, no, it doesn't change the animation. I feel like that was gonna toggle it off. Where's my eye? There it is. Give my iris back. Give it. Give it. Oh wow. What is that? Why? Why did that come up like that? What is that? What is that? Why did it come up in both eyes? What is that? Okay. Alright. Sure. I lost it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Found it. I found it. I found it. We're back. So let's see. These ones kind of sparkle when you open your eyes. So if we... So it'll turn off how the eyes are kind of blinking when I blink. Hi. Okay. And then we can move on to the highlights. So that's these little these little bumps in the eye, you can get rid of them. I like them, so they're gonna stay. Or you can make them like a little less visible. I like them. And then you can change where the highlight goes. So like a little here, a little bit higher. I like it about here, which is great. You can edit that when we go onto the eye shapes because you can lose some details in the placement of where it is. So you can make it very small. I like the highlight big. And you can change how much of the highlight there is. So you can just see they'll disappear or come back. So you just kind of scroll off how much highlight you don't want. I say more highlight the better. And then this is more highlights for the actual eyelashes. You can see it gets a little bit sparkly here, a little less sparkly, a little less detail, less. But I personally like it because this is like kind of glittery. I don't really want the glittery. I want it like that because I can add more glitters to my face later anyways. Now, this is one of my favorite parts of it, is the actual eye form. So, which looks crazy while you edit it, because you can you got games on your phone? You got any games on your phone? Okay. Because you can end up looking like Sid the Sloth was like that. What is it like that? But these all you kind of have to toggle and play with as you do it. You can get eyes really close, which I assume some people like. And then I want the eyes a little bit bigger. And then the eye size a little bit wider. Without seeing a bit of your clothes, you look even naked. I'm not naked. I'm not naked. So we got crazy big eyes, but that's only because I like the eyes a little bit droopy, which looks crazy right now. But let me cook. You can yeah, you can. There's a lot of options for the eye shape, which is really good because it lets you avoid the same face syndrome between other people that have the model. So I like a more droopy eye, personally. We know you like Sid the Sloth. No. Not some like Dr. Stone looking character. I was looking really good. Thank you. Eye forms. Then you scroll through. You can do a flatter top lid, a little bit more rounded. I go for a little bit more flat. All this you kind of have to play with it, with all of them. So, make it like this. A little bit more of a serious look. You can do the eyes bigger, but we're not doing that. We're doing lower eyelids. Yeah. Yeah. Not that low. Look a little drunk like that. What's in here? Last dandelion of the season. Is that a Dr. Stone reference? Because I don't watch it. I don't watch it. So then, essentially, while you're playing with it, you kind of have to just play with all the forms until they get the right shape that you like. And just a few like changes of the eye shape, it already looks a lot different. It's a synthesizer, you know, the one you're trying to copy. Shut up. Ooh, somebody bit him a Pokemon card. Fuck you, autocorrect. Get scuffed, nerd. So let's see. You can make the lower lash smaller, the bigger one. We're gonna do like this. I feel like the... Okay, yeah, this one is a little too... This is a little too inward for me. It's inward. It looks a little too angry. But we want it a little bit less angry looking. Whatever bleach. Look here. Look here. Don't make me start swearing at you. Eye form. I feel like I'm gonna have to come back to the eyes. Okay. But there we go. Looking like a little bit more lazy looking. I'm looking and it's hurting my eyes with how much the hair reflects. Okay. Okay. We're gonna move on the hair in a little bit. Okay. And you can I need a toggle like this so the eyes get really small and scary. But we make the iris really big, really small. Really big, really small. Really big, really small. Okay. So I do about mid-size. Yandere effect, yeah. Yandere. Okay. You can make the iris a bit wider or skinnier. I think the wide iris is fine. And then you can change which direction they're at. It looks so drunk. I'm way too easily amused. Okay. I think a little bit, the irises being a little bit close, not all the way together, but a little bit closer together is really cute. It makes it cute. And then you can change where the eye is at, but you wanna lower it so you get more details. Because you want more details, right? More detail. You're special to know you thought, okay, rude. But yeah, you wanna change it because there we go. His I like the more like lower eyelid look, so you lose the details up here. So if you lower the iris, you get more detail. Which is also why I keep the highlight a little bit lower. And then the eyelid height, so that's going to be these little guys here. Let's just do them really high to add more to the like droopy eyelid, the like half open eyelid kind of look. And then we have the eyelid shadow, so that's going to be this little pink part here. You can get rid of that. But we're gonna keep it because a lot of it's gonna hide when we add the makeup. Okay, look here, asshole. We got Oompa Loompa. I'll kick your butt. I'll find you in Minecraft. Alright. I've kind of spread the good word of Gachi trash anime and Ranking of Kings along with JoJo and Redline. You know what's really good right now this season? May I ask for one last favor? It's very good. This I don't get this. Where you can pick the eyelash style. Hi. You can pick the eyelash style so you can have like the white eyelashes. But I feel like you can just like make that choice when you choose the colors of the eyelash. I don't know. I don't want the white eyelashes though. We're gonna keep those. We're gonna keep those black. And then you can choose to keep the eyelashes visible over the hair. You can see the actual, so it's visible under the hair, which is what I'm gonna do. And then a much longer eyelash. Look how cute that is. Ooh, ooh. And you can even make them even longer. Which is kind of cute. But I think if I can make them thinner, I'd like them more. And it looks like a Sonic OC character with the really long eyelashes. And keep them longer. I do like the longer eyelashes. I think it's cute. And you can choose what angle they're pointing at, so you have them a little higher up, a little bit lower. And we're gonna do higher up. And so then this is for the eyelash colors. So you can add the saturation for the eyelashes. I'm going to play with this in general, but typically I would just kind of leave the red here because it kind of adds a little bit of like warmth to the face for me. And you can just kind of play with the colors so you get like a little soft hue of a color. You can make darker. You do, so like if I do blue, if you want red, and you can change the color of the little sparkles in the eye. So let's see, if we change the lash style, how's that gonna look? Gimme, there we go. So if you want to do the whole eyelash different color, that's an option. Which is cute. But we're gonna stick to this. We're gonna make hair green. No, my hair is pink. My hair is pink. Have you not seen all my models? Okay. So for me, I'm going to turn these off. Well, let me turn the saturation back on. But I want to turn this off and this off. Because I like the little bit, for me, I like the little bit of like a red tint in the eye. Not a lot, just like a little bit of the red tint from the saturation. Because it just kind of adds a little bit of warmth. Because there's so much blood in your eyes. So the more red around the eyes, the better. And then for the sparkle, make it green. Shut up! Shut up! I'm not even orange! And then if you want to do the different colors of the sparkles, so, okay. So my hair is gonna be pink, right? So you should have it highlight the pink. You don't have to, of course. But that's what I'm gonna do. So you can change the color of this. For me, I'm gonna have it highlight the actual hair color that I'm gonna do. And then the sparkle, you can change the brightness. Brightness will automatically go like, will just like destroy the colors that you're going for. So you can do, so right now it's at pink. You saturate to white and you can make it a little black. So the brightness, you can leave it here. And then also we can pick how much eyelashes. Hello, hello, hello. We can pick how many eyelashes we have on the top. So you can go boop, 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 boop. And just have a very clean. Or like the one, this is cute. I kind of like this a lot. But you can have all the eyelashes, a lot of eyelashes. But I'm going to keep it here, I think. Nice a little mid-range amount of eyelashes. Avatar is nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thoughts on Uncrustables? I actually bought like a giant box of Costco brand Uncrustables, and they've been my little snack on the go. And I didn't realize how good they were. They're like a perfect little snack, and they're high in protein. At least the ones I got, they have like 10 grams of protein each one, because it's peanuts. The peanut butter is high in protein. So 10 out of 10 Uncrustables. Why did I zoom out? We're still looking at the eyelashes. Okay. So then for the bottom lashes, you can also, same thing, lose a little bit of eyelashes until you have none. I like a lot of lower lash. I think it's cute, so I'm going to keep all of them. Perfect. And I'm not going to be modifying the eye white myself, but if you want to, you can change the eye whites. So if you're looking for a little more of like a demon character, which will fit because there's horn options. Actually, let's play with the horns now. So if I wanted to add little tiny E. Let's play with those. Let's just add one right now as an example. go back to where we were. I'll delete that in a second. So you can change the saturation, change the hue. So this also kind of works for like a fish type character, so you can kind of have like the blue, still with the blue thing going on. Or you can do like the black iris, or eye white, so you do like a demon kind of thing. That's an option. And then same for the other eye. Not necessary. I'm not going to do that. Personally. Okay. I feel like it's fun to play with though. Like I was gonna do like because I changed for the other model for Halloween. I changed the eyes to red. And I was gonna like go all in and do like the black, the black eye whites to just like add to the like creepy. You're already demonic. Okay, rude. I am not demonic. I'm angelic. Okay. Okay, so now we can pick the head shape. So from here, it's a better option to get a good reference on the breast of the body to decide your head shape. So you can decide where the hair goes up and down. I think a little bit lower than where it was looks best for me. And then the width of the face. So that's like, not the face, the head. The head width. I might make the head just a little, let me see, I think I'll make the head a little bit wider because I'm going to make the face a little bit bigger. And then the head size itself, you can, if you're trying to go for like a younger looking character, you want like a bigger head. But I'm going for a little bit smaller of a head. Boop. Yeah, I'm going for a little bit smaller because the character is a little bit more mature. Not too small, I have a little tiny head, but just like a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller than default. And angelic in your dream. I don't have dreams. I am a dream. Then you can change the chin. You can have like a leafy chin, or a very long hentai protagonist chin. What is it? Yaoi protagonist chin. But I don't think you have to mess with the chins too much. I usually, let's see, chin is about here. I like it just a little bit longer. Because again, character type I'm going for is a little bit more older. So a little bit longer, not super long, just a little bit longer. And then the face, you can make it a little bit wider. So you can have like a little rounded, that's a little bit more youthful. Mama will have been, hi Icy! How you doing? So you can have a little bit more rounder of a cheeks. So that's again, that's like if you want to have like a more little bubbly type character. And then you have like the really thin ones. I don't want that. Chillin', how goes the model customization? It's good, it's good. I'm vibing. No pink hair is off, but we haven't gotten to the hair yet. This is the default hair. So let's see, we'll do not super thick, but a little bit wider. a little bit wider. I need to stop covering my freaking camera. Okay. Ah, wow, wow, because it's not capturing my mouth tracking. Ah, wow, 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 wow. And then the face shape, again. The no chin. It's really cute, actually. Every time I toggle it on, I'm like, oh, I kind of want to use it. It's kind of cute. Or like super pointy chin. But we don't, no, not super pointy chin. Let's see, where's the default? Default is here. Just find like a good middle range. There we go. I do like how just like a few like little sliders really change the face a lot. But there's more. There's more. So, and you can also change the neck. So, pew. Shoop, 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 shoop. The neck. Thank you for the follow. So the longer the neck, if you do a longer neck, again, that's a more like a mature character. So shorter, I'm gonna go for a little bit of the like a little bit of the middle range, not super long. We go like here, middle range. Like I like that. Perfect. And for some reason, I struggle with the eyebrows. So I want the eyebrows visible over the hair, for sure. And them to be darker. And we don't have it yet, but we're gonna have pink hair. You can either do like any color. I like to have the hue set to pink and then make it really dark. It's not like that. Not like and have it really dark. So not quite black. Not quite black, but not quite like pink. Why are you white? My hair is white. Hi, Froggy. Okay. And Ninja being insensitive. You can't just ask why she's white. And then you can change the eyebrow shape too, which is kind of cute. It's kind of cute. But no. It's not a sensitive topic. Froggy, you can't just ask that. And then you can change how the eyebrows are spaced. You can have really close together. You can have them far apart. Before I set where they're actually gonna go, I'm just gonna play with it. Be like, let's see. Well, for me, since I made the eyelids, really tall, you want to lower the eyebrows Otherwise, they're gonna be like all the way up here, and your eyelid is into here, and the eyes. No, 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 it's too much. It's too much. You want to lower the eyelids a little bit, just a little. Okay, they're too far apart. That's bugging me. And let me hide them a little bit more behind the ear. I'm seeing the moon in the eyes. No, 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 no. I didn't use moon eyes. And then, oh wait, I already picked that. I already picked that. Was a good spot. That was a good spot right here. And then you can pick how thick the eyebrows are. I'm really torn on how I want the thickness of the eyebrows to be, because I feel like that's like this is like more traditional, like anime style. This is a little. This is nicer. But I kind of like the really thick eyelashes. The eyelashes. Really thick eyebrows. I think it's really cute. But you have to like play with the angle. Let's see. For like how far apart they are, I think. Because they're too close together, maybe? If I want them thicker, then they might just need to be a little bit lower. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the follow. I do definitely feel like the thicker eyelashes, I keep saying eyelashes, thicker eyebrows is more youthful. I don't think I want to, I don't know. I think the thicker eyelashes are really cute. Stop saying eyelashes, eyebrows are really cute. But then you can also play with the angle. You can look like that one bitch from Demon Slayer with his like droopy eye. Oh man, you kind of killed it for myself. Why did I say that? That one, the stupid upper moon jerk. And then you can change the angle. What if we make it a little bit thinner? Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. All right, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might come. We can always come back and change it. We're gonna play with this right now. Let's see how that looks. Let's see. Let's see. And then the form. You can change how wide they are. Eyebrows are so like. Okay. Let's see. Eyebrows like are so important to like determine how your face shape looks. Let's see, like that. But I only like pay more attention to eyebrows because my sister used to do eyebrows like professionally. And then she'd get mad at me because I would do my eyebrows thinner. And she's like, no, you got thick, beautiful eyebrows. You should keep it. Okay, we'll play with this. I'm so conflicted because I want like the more mature looking character, but the thicker eyebrows definitely make her look younger. I don't know. There's still more face customizations. It's fine. So you can pick the position of the nose. I'm gonna lower the face a little bit, so I'm gonna lower the nose for myself. The width for that is different, but I'm gonna change the nose to style to this one. And we can raise the nose up a little bit. Or is this one if I do the nose width a little bit smaller? I think that's kind of cute. Change the nose style to this one. Definitely good for like a feline kind of character. I think I'm gonna stick with this nose style actually. And then we will lower the nose just a little bit. Because let me go back to the eyes. Face. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. Let me go back to the eyes. Height, eye form, eye. Okay, yeah. So you can lower the eyes. Not too much, or it's gonna look funny. There we go. So then we can move on to the mouth. And there's a couple mouth styles. How do I turn that on? I don't need to turn that on. There's a couple mouth styles. Zoom in. Haha. You can do simple. A little bit more lippy. Thick lippy. Which I'm not a fan of too much, honestly. I get torn between this one and this one. But I can only do the mouth that I want. Ah, that's not what, oh, I did want to do that. But I like this one, but for the actual mouth shape, it has to be this one, because it only works for this one. Because I like the little cat mouth. It's so smug. Or you can just do normal mouth. But I like the cat mouth. Smug fits you. Sassy and smug. I like it's so smug. Look at it. It's so cute. I love it. And then to make it look more smug, you can make the mouth a little smaller. Kind of looks like a Grinch. I don't know why it makes me look like Jim Carrey's Grinch with a little tiny mouth, with the like the cat mouth shape. But I think the wider mouth looks better. Brat energy. The econ brat. But like, yeah, you see how much the face has changed from where we started? Like, she started off looking really sweet, and now she's got like very sassy. Actually, their face is kind of giving me Doki Bird right now. That's why I waited for this model, because of just how much you can customize the face. And then you can also pick the teeth. I keep the T9 teeth. Or you can do shark. I kind of like the shark teeth though, TBH. And the upper teeth, you can keep the fangs or get rid of the fangs. So, like that. I was kind of conflicted on if I want to keep like one fang. Because like the one fang is kind of cute. But I think it adds to like the brat energy. So we'll keep two. We'll keep it two. And then you can do same for the bottom teeth. I think I'm going to keep just the upper teeth. And if that's a thing you like, you can also do flesh fang. Which considering I have the canine fangs, no. Wait, did it get rid of my... Oh, interesting. It got rid of my actual fangs. Okay. Let's see. No flesh fang. No thank you. And then mouth color, so that's the inside of the mouth. I have to sit here with my mouth open. I wonder how the freaking, if like my webcam just turned on, it was just like me sitting here going, ah. Let's see. Actually, it's not very sensitive. I've had a few where like you try to open your mouth and the tongue immediately comes out. It's actually really not sensitive for the tongue. So that's nice. I appreciate that. And go for a darker mouth. Almost said, like a hot Cheeto girl. All I do is eat hot Cheetos and lie. Okay. Exactly how they do. Oh, crap. I'll be right back. I ordered food and it's been sitting at my door for a while. I didn't even hear the notification. I'll be right back. I don't know why my freaking Alexa didn't send me a notification. It's so rude. I just had my Amazon Fresh order just sitting at my door. How long ago was that delivered? It was delivered almost an hour ago. It's been sitting outside my door for almost an hour. No. Ah. Character creation? Yes. Yes. Hmm. 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 Blame Alexa. I mean, it's sitting right in front of me. You would think it would pop up on the screen and be like, hey there. Hey there, human. Your food has arrived. Your grocery order has arrived. You should put that in the fridge. Alright. Now I can finally get rid of this white lipstick. Then we move on to lips. So you can get rid of the lipstick. But I like some lipstick. And then you can change the color. I IRL, I had pink hair as well. And it was always hard picking like a good lip color to wear with it. I think like something a little more natural nude kind of works best. Uh-oh, did I freeze? Hello? Did I disconnect? Hello? Okay, there we go. I'm alive! So like whatever. Have you heard the what is it? The best color, like the best nude is the color of your nipple. That's the best nude for you. Okay. And then you can pick the hue as well. I do think that like that kind of just works really good. I was debating on like the black lipstick kind of thing. But I think we're just gonna go for like a deeper red. Haven't heard of it, but I've not been in the creation department. It's just me, or does my like model look kind of unhinged? It looks like a little unhinged, and that's not a bad thing. Okay, so we can pick the blush. I feel like the blush is kind of perfect as it is, personally, but you can change the style of the blush, which is cool. So you can add, so like let me make it a little bit darker so you can see. So you can do the cute little lines, little cross hashing lines, which is cute. It's very hard to see it though. If I had the lighter skin, would it be more visible? Well, you can see it more if you get rid of the actual blush. That's cool. And you see. Okay, so you can have it blush when you smile, so it's like cute. Let me turn my microwave off. It's gonna keep beeping. And I think my microphone would pick up the microwave beeping. 1 second. They always look so young. What looks so young? Anime characters? It's funny with the concept of anime characters and age. Like for one thing, it's like non-existent. Because you can have like an 800-year-old freaking character, and they look like they're 12. But the thing with like anime style is it's more mascot. You can think of like an anime character more like a mascot, where they're meant to catch your attention and make you feel something. So the idea the idea of like an anime style character is that you get like that moe. It's a moe feel. So you have the big eyes and big head, which naturally makes us like when you look at a kitten, it's got big eyes and it's got a big head. Naturally, it draws us to it, and it makes you. So you have a big head. I picked a smaller head. It naturally draws you to it, and it gives you the moe. So it's moe is like that feeling of like affection, and it draws you to want to protect that kind of character. So the more of like an interpersonal kind of relationship, or like the way it plays with the chemicals in your brain, is kind of like what anime characters just kind of do. So so it's like, oh, they look young. And it's like, yeah, because it's kind of like the similar concept to like babies. Babies have a big head, like they're 90% head. So, but naturally they trigger that emotion in our brain to like want to protect. Uh, it creates that connection with us. So that's why anime characters are like really great for marketing and stuff, because it like triggers that thing in your brain that makes you want to like, ah. Not everybody, because not everybody can kind of like see that like gets that correlation, but it's like, oh, it's young, and that's like your first reaction, but it's like, no, 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 it's that moe. It's that moe feel. It gives you like a pull towards it. As I said, I don't like the thought of guys checking out a younger character, and I get that, but like, um because you have to consider how old the character actually is. So the style for anime characters is that they're just gonna look young. That's just what they do. That's just how they look. um, in general, you can have like a 80-year-old character, and even if they'll try to like make the character look 80, she still looks young. It doesn't matter. That's just the style. Anime characters are very smooth, big eyes, and that's all the stuff. Thank you for the follow. And those are all the things that we just kind of correlate with like youth. So the big head, big eyes, very smooth. Our brain triggers youth. Boop, 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 boop. And yeah, and it's very different from like an actual like young looking character. I'm just saying, because the characters will be like, oh, they're in high school, so like they look young. But it's like, yeah, sure, you can also have like an office setting character, like in an anime, but they're gonna have the same rules, the same anime rules to their design, so they're gonna look the same. Personally, that is like a different from like when you're actually like looking like a quote unquote lolly character. But then people like say like Chibi is lolly, and Chibi is not lolly. Chibi is just like a different art style. Lolly is like a character that looks specifically like a child. In fact, the face of this one definitely looks a lot younger than the first version I did. I just kind of look how I like how mischievous it looks though. Just mischievous. I think if I make the head smaller, it'll make it look a little bit more mature. You know a lot about the stuff. So I draw. I draw. So like, most specifically anime style. So it's like, I know my mom would always yell at me when I would like draw. She's like, "Oh, all your characters have the same face," and it's like, well, it's just kind of like how the anime style is. Like you kind of have to like learn how to. You kind of have to learn how to make the play with the rules of the character design to make them look different. Um, but there are specific kind of rules that come. I'm saying rules, but it's not quite rules, but there are like specific standards when it comes to like anime style. And just like in general, to somebody who's not used to that style, they're just gonna be like, oh, they look young. When it's like, that's kind of just like the style. When like anime is created for like marketing, so it's come a very long way from like barefoot Jin and like Astro Boy. Um, very marketable characters, but it's kept that idea of like marketing. That like it's very Disney inspired. It was very Disney inspired when it was developed, and what was it saying? It's very Disney style, so it's like very mascotty. So it captures that it captures that aspect of drawing you in, making you care about that character, and being very mascotty. So you kind of have to like when you think about like the anime style, you have to consider that is like that's where it's coming from, and that's what people have like learned when they draw anime style. Anime characters inspired by cats. Anime characters, they do have similar aspect ratios to cats. As I was saying earlier, like when you see a kitten, they create moe because of the big head, big eyes. Hi, Ryo-chan. Um, it's the same thing with like babies. So it's like babies have like the big head, big eyes. That makes you care about them. If babies weren't cute, like we would instinctually like kill them. Because they're stinky and useless. Um, so it's like the same aspect with like anime characters. But Disney started, and Disney anime starting out was very Western Disney style inspired, but like took it to their own extreme. What was I working on? I was working on the blush. I got distracted. I like the concept of like anime art, and I get distracted. Are you just starting out? I'm playing with the Prism character, Prism Model. Oh, these are cute. I like the little lines. The lines are very cute. Let me bring the blush so that I can soften the blush and we can make the lines. I was watching Mujin's last video. It was almost. Oh, I watched that this morning actually. The last like hour, poor Mujin. Like I never heard him like slip like leave in so many audio flubs in like a video. Considering it's like a freaking 5.5 hour long video, I don't blame him. And then like you can like hear his voice get tired like halfway through too. Poor Mujin. I was watching his stream the other night when he was going over the like Niji Sanji leaks that were going on last week. Was last week? His model is so expressive. I love whenever I catch his stream. He should like I kind of get why he doesn't put his model in his videos because it makes it more accessible to like the mainstream. But I just really love how expressive his model is. How pretty, thank you. So I'm distracted by the by my blush right now. Make it a little. I don't want the blush to be like too crazy. Let's soften it a little bit. Yeah. Let's see. Will it stay? Okay, cool. It darkens when I smile. That's cute. I was tired of that shit. I don't blame him if he takes a 2 week break. Poor Mujin. Do you think things will smooth over with Cinder and the others? I think there's a possibility she can make up with like Numi. I feel like Bao is pretty sweet. She might just be able to I feel like she might be the type of person that could like forgive. Any kind of bridges possible with like Lily though or Silver are totally gone. Honestly. But I know in general, Cinder has a very loyal community though. She'll be fine. She will be fine. I don't know if she's gonna be able to like have other connections. I'm sure she will be able to. It's just gonna be harder for her to create like other connections. I don't think there was a bridge with silver. I mean, the possibility of creating a bridge. Oh god, that was loud. I need to open my soda. But like, I don't know how many people have seen like the Creepshow art drama that happened a couple years ago on YouTube. But Creepshow art was this YouTube. Open a cold one. Creepshow art was this art commentary creator who was basically got accused of like stalking another creator, Emily Artful, and she like dropped like this really long video like exposing her as like a stalker and stuff, and her husband was stalking her and stuff, and then she drops like a 2-hour video being like, I am not a stalker, by exposing how much dirt she has on this creator, basically exposing that she is a stalker. Which gave me like the same feel of like Cinder's document when I was listening to it, where she was like being overly analytical with like Silvervale's posts and stuff. Like, see, she made this post the exact same time I made this post, and she released this merch drop at the same exact drop I released this merch drop. What are you drinking? Coke, not Coke, Dr. Pepper, Zero, strawberry and cream. It's the best flavor. It's so good. What? Just like older. When was this? Was this like 2020, 2021 YouTube drama? Like, I'd be drinking if I didn't have to go to work in like an hour. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing creepypasta streams tomorrow. Also, I'm supposed to be like talking about all the options here for eyeshadow. We're looking at eyeshadow options. So I can do the top eyeshadow. I'm gonna keep it a little darker. You don't have to have makeup. I make it. But I think it adds depth to the face. I know that was a Coors Light. Oh no, that's gross. If I'm gonna have a beer, I'm gonna have a good beer. I think the only beer I have right now for tomorrow is gonna be like this like Korean apple beer I have in the fridge. Why the fuck are you streaming an hour before work? Because that's when I stream. I stream from 6:30 until 9:30 before I go to work. Michael up? No. I mostly drink Asian beers, to be honest. Add to like the weeb name. Although I've been drinking mostly like Korean beers lately. Let's see. For the eyeshadow, I don't think I'm gonna keep the eyeshadow, but there is the eyeshadow option. So it just kind of adds a little bit of a powder. I don't think I'm gonna keep that. Actually, that's kind of cute. That's kind of hot. Hey, hey. You work nights? Yeah, I work overnights. Although it's kind of giving like Ursula. What if I lower the brightness? No, that's even more Ursula. If I brighten it. That's kind of cute. I'm not going to keep it though, so let me get rid of this. Boop. You should try Tequila Rose. What is Tequila Rose? I haven't heard of that. Although I don't drink a lot of tequila. Almost reminds me of the Stars of Galaxy. I know, I just feel like the more powdery eyeshadow is too much. Japanese beers are pretty good. I like Japanese beers. I like Japanese beers a lot. Okay, so the bottom eyeshadow. I like the bottom eyeshadow a lot. So I don't use the bottom eyeshadow as like specifically eyeshadow. I kind of use it to just kind of extend the waterline a little bit. So you can see it adds a little bit here. And you saturate it. So then you can change the color of that, of course. You can change the brightness, darkness. So you can kind of just do it like a little bit of eyeliner, almost. So that's an option, but I'm gonna use it. I'm personally gonna use it as more of an eyeshadow, not an eyeshadow, to make the waterline a little bit more pronounced. So add the pink, and then we can make it a little bit pinker. Where is the pink? And then we can change the brightness. Actually, it's too... There we go. Oh wait, no, that's too pink. That's too bright. It's just a little bit darker. There we go. So it just kind of adds a little bit more to the waterline. I do think I wanted a little bit more red though. Let me make it a little bit more red. Nope, too pink. There we go. Hello, hello. Tequila isn't very strong, like a lot of tequilas. It's a creamy strawberry-ish tequila. Ooh, ooh, that sounds good. Seeing the eyeshadow made me feel like an old dad for a second. Like, where the hell are you going? Terrible. I had my dad try that where he's like, I think it was like going to Hawaii, and he's like, why, he's like, you're going to Hawaii? You didn't tell me, or you didn't ask me if you can go to Hawaii? And I'm like, I'm going to Hawaii, bye. Oh my gosh, we haven't even gotten to the hair yet. Ah. Okay. We're still in the eyes. Okay. So, I think I'm gonna add sparkle to the eyeshadow. Hello, hello, Nicholas Rogers. We're gonna add some eyeshadow. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the follow. And you can add some more sparkle, make it more sparkly. I think I want like, I don't want the second sparkle. I think I want just like a little bit, like half of the sparkle. Goes to Hawaii without telling your dad. Came from TikTok. Welcome to Twitch. Okay. And you can add dark circles under the eyes, which is my favorite aesthetic. But you can like choose the severity of it, like a little bit and a little more. I love the dark eye circles. Okay. I still feel like this eyeshadow here is like too pink. It needs to be more red. Hang on. Dark circles mean you don't sleep. Exactly. It kind of like makes you look a little unhinged. I love it. Ha! Okay. She's beautiful. Thank you. All right. So we're still in the face. So next is you can add freckles if so you desire. I will not be adding freckles. We can change the brightness of those. I can add a mole to the face. Right there. The one under the eye is kind of cute. Like, that's cute. That's really cute. This one up here is kind of cute too. That's cute. But I'm gonna put right there. No, not there. Right there. Perfect. Give her a serum that'll make her go to bed. I work overnights. I don't go to bed. The imperfections make it more realistic. I love dark circles. Okay. And then... Okay, so this is where it gets a little more fun, too. I gave you a monster talk. My old man went through chemo. Ugh. Hopefully everything is going well. So this one is more fun. You can add like little face paint too. There's a lot of options for that. So you have a star, teardrop, moon, little dot, sparkle, drop. Well, pass. I meant for Neckle, but my condolences. My first treatment, long road ahead of me for esophageal cancer. Well, to be fair, fuck cancer. Let me see. The teardrop mean you take someone out. Make it like I'm in prison. I guess that's more for like if you're doing like a clown aesthetic kind of thing. You can use that. This is an interesting. I guess it kind of works too. I don't know. I just don't know when you would use that. Let's see. Do I want any of these? Let me get rid of that. Phase 2 pattern. And then you have these options as well. I feel like I get like a little PTSD when I hear like cancer talk. What is it? Oh, it's like scales. So if you're doing like a fish type character. Huh. I didn't say that the theme I'm going for the character is kind of like a, I want to say Yakuza, but more like kind of like a thug. Mm. The tears are a bit sus. I think you think everything is kind of sussy. What the heck? Hey, Pato. How are you? Like you from the streets? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I wish there is like a thing where you can like add like your own kind of patterns. So I might just go into the textures because I want to do like a I want to I want like a scar over the eyebrow, honestly. Like a little scar on the eyebrow. But I was thinking do I want to keep the like little face scar? But we're gonna go okay, we're gonna do but like you can have the sparkle options here. But for me, I'm gonna keep. Oh yeah, speaking of, how many? So when I was playing with this, I couldn't really get this to move. Yeah. Probably because I'm messing with the wrong one. That's why it didn't work. I'm silly. Yeah. I'm like, why isn't it moving? Because I'm trying to move the wrong one. I'm silly. Okay. But I don't want those. Move that. So I'm gonna do this one on the right cheek, and I want this one. R2. What was mid pattern? Oh, that's cute. Yeah, whiskers. But not gonna mess with those. And you can also move those too. So if you have this, you can like move where it is on the face. But we don't need that. Wait, where is... I want to... R2 pattern, R2 pattern, R2, this one. There we go. So this, it's gonna be more like an old school anime style kind of scar. So I'm gonna do like a little bit red. You can make it more fleshy. I think that makes it look more like it's healed. So you make it like a little bit brighter, and then you up the saturation, and then you kind of make it like a little bit lighter version of the skin tone. There you go. Make it a little more pinky. Pinky and the Brain, Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. You can make it darker too. No, that looks funny. let's do mid brightness. Okay, that'll work. I wish I could move it just like a little bit. But no, I might go into the textures and just kind of add like a little eyebrow scar. So, now we can finally move on to the hair. Jesus Christ. It's so late already. I'm gonna head to bed now, but first, what are we doing tonight, Brain? The same thing we do every night. Cry in our bed. No kidding. Or the Stewie clip where he like rolls over and starts crying. Alright. Wow. Alright, let's do work onto the hair. So same dealio. More saturation, less detail. I need a little bit more saturation. Can I bump your ass? Thank you. Sussy? What do you mean sussy? What was sussy? I didn't do anything sussy. Like one of the few times I'm not being sussy. Oh, I'm Uta. And of course we're doing pink hair. You sure? What do you... I wasn't being sussy. What was sussy? Explain to me the sussy. That just proves how pure I am, because I don't know what was sussy. Alright, pink hair! Hell yeah, finally. The split hair is kind of cute, actually. But also, how are you, Pato? I do kind of wish that you could just like toggle split hair and not split hair, so I don't have to do each one individually. But you know, that would just make too much sense. I'm not talking shit. It's a great model. It's a great model. 10 out of 10. Would buy again. I'm good. That's good. That's a good color pink. That's a cute pink. I like that pink. Look at the pink. It goes nicely with the skin tone. Okay, and then we can add some contrast. I'm like, I feel like this makes it look more like a model, not like a model, like a figure. Looks very like a toy. So I think a little bit softer on the contrast is better. Now, if you want to add a gradient, we can move on to there too. But actually, let me see. Let's play. No, I have to pick the hairstyle first, and then we can play with the gradient. Okay, so now we have the ahoge options. I was gonna like try and like quickly finish the design that I have for like my my custom model whenever I do it. Because so since my idea is like moons and stars is like the character design, I have like a for the model that I've designed, the ahoge is gonna be like star shaped. So it's gonna be like it's cute. And they don't have that option here. The little thunderbolt is the closest, but no. This is cute though. Very giga. This is also cute. That's cute. They're all so cute. But I'm gonna go with the heart because it's cute. That's also kind of I want to do like a star ahoge because it kind of looks a little bit like a heart. You can also add two of them, so you can do the opposite. Say if I want to have it facing the other way, or I could do two and have like a closed off heart. Let me see right here. But no. Why does it remind me of Feel It? Who? And you can play with the little shape of it. I'm gonna have it like this because we're gonna change the position of it. So you can have it. I'm gonna have a little bit. Actually, let me keep it longer because we're gonna play with where it sits. You can have it pick where it sits here, but we're gonna play with the angle, and I'm gonna kind of like have it droop a little like that. You know Philo from Shield Hero? I don't watch Shield Hero. So I don't know. Is she the squirrel? Isn't that like a weasel squirrel character? There you go. Suffix. It says a little heart and it's a 3. 3 is my favorite number. But it's facing the other way. No, she's a bird. Oh, then I really don't know. Okay. I already know which bangs I like, but we can go through all of them. So you have the basic ones, which I do like a lot. Then these ones, which will be the ones I pick. And then this is actually really cute too. And then this is cute. 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 I did like this one though. I do like this haircut. Then the little micro bangs. Little Hime style braid thing going on here. Traditional little side. I like this one a lot too. A little Henya style here. And then that. Actually, if I do the long one, will that let me do what I want to do here? Let me see the length. So bangs. You can make them shorter. You can make them longer. So if I do a little bit shorter and I move them this way, I mean, it kind of does what I want it. And if I make it wider, I don't like it. No. So I'll grab this one that I like. And then I do the face framing, so it's these guys here. I like these options. It would be nice if I can just like toggle the rest of the hair off so we can play with it. Or like see what it looks isolated. But there's some really cute hair options. The one I like is this one. And then for the opposite side, we are doing this one. Adds a lot of flow to the face. And then for the cheek framing, so that's going to be these little guys that sit behind the ear. Okay, so we have this one, a little princess style. This is the one I like. I like this one too. Actually, I might go with that one. So let's do this one. And then middle hair, that's gonna be up here, right? No, it's not. I'm wrong. What's this one? So I have lots of options. I'm really glad they have my mom's side braid. I was like, I didn't see any demos showing the side braid, but I'm so glad it's there. But I want this on the other side. Joshi, how's everything going? I think everything's going good. It's going good. We're vibing. And you can have it on the other side. You can have both sides. But we're just going to have on the right side, we're going to have my mom braid. And then for back hair, there's more options there too. There's a lot of options. Boop. Long hair, even longer hair, long hair. This is cute. This is also cute. This is very cute. This is the one we're going to go with. Little bob is cute. So see, if I got rid of this and just did like a bob, that'd be cute. I couldn't use that as bangs though because they're too like wild. I considered this one because I also think it's cute. And then twin tails, big twin tails, ponytail, or nothing. So this one could work, but I think it looks too boring. So I like this one to go with it. Giving March vibes from Honkai, just the hair and eye color. Is the outfit done or just the base? This is just the base. We haven't even got to the clothes. We haven't even gotten there. And then we have twin tail options. I'm not using any of these, but they are cute. And then you do the same thing on the other side. Boop. Done with those. And then for side hair, I love side hair. So the thing is, I'm going to use the droopy fox ears. So I don't want the side hair to be too much, but I do want the hair like kind of flowy. So I think we're going to go with this one. When you have like, because this is cute, but this will blend too much into the fox ears. And then you have a little side thing. This is cute. This is cute. I like this too. Or you can have nothing. But I think I want this one. And then you can also add buns. The little down bun is really cute too. This one is so cute. I love like little side bun. And you can change the angle of it too. So I got this one, and if I wanted to add one to this side too. You're starting to look like you again. I am. You can add even more braids. So these are the default. I'm going to get rid of these braids because I feel like this is too much. So get rid of those. So that's good. Let me get rid of these buns. I don't know why I kept the buns there. As cute as they are. I like how your shirt has a belt. Just to wait for the final outfit, I'm going to have even more belts. More belts. Ooh, she belted up. I'm strapped in and ready to go, baby. That sounds kind of sus. Okay, then you have the jellyfish hair, so the little back, the little, is it? I don't consider that jellyfish. Isn't that more like a mullet? Yeah, just like the little mullet going on in the back. Get rid of that. And now we can fine tune the hair. Let's say the buns are covering the ears. Oh no, we haven't even added the ears yet. We haven't gotten there yet. Now for the bangs, you can make them longer, which I'm going to do. And you can choose which way they face. Like you can tilt them this way and this way. I'm going to tilt them this way. And you can make them thinner. You can make them thicker. I'm going to keep mine thicker. And then for the face framing, same thing. You can pick how long they are. I think I'm going to go a little bit shorter on the face framing. And I'm going to bring them in a little bit. Oh, no. We'll take them out. It's covering too much of the eyes. You can have like that, or you can have them in, but I'm gonna put them out. And same with the width. You can make them wider, or you can make them like less fluffy. I like the fluffy, but I make them a little bit less fluffy. Just a little bit less fluffy. And then the cheek hair, so that's going to be these little guys here. You can make them flap out a little bit, or a little closer to the face. I'm going to keep them a little bit closer to the face and make them a little bit shorter. But you can make them longer, but I'm going to make them a little bit shorter. And you can make them more closer to the face, a little bit further out. I'm going to put them a little bit closer to the face. And then, did I add a middle? Oh, I got rid of the middle. No, I didn't. Did it break? Huh? Honey. Okay, it's not broken. I was like, wait, the braid's not adjusting. Because we want it longer. I don't know. I think these just don't affect, because there's other middles hairstyles. Or you know what? I'm on the wrong side. That's why. I'm playing with the left side. I'm supposed to be messing with the right head. So I can play with this now. You make that thicker, which is what I'm going to do. And you can play with how long it is, how short it is, and make it longer. You can make it thicker, make it thinner, and make it thicker. Temperature drop any all yet? It's been 50 below the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. We had like 1 week of like a little bit of rain and it getting cold. And then now it went back to freaking like 90 degrees yesterday. And it was like 89 today. I was like, what the hell? Where is my fall and winter? Okay, and then same with the back hair. I'm gonna make that a little bit shorter, so like right here. Look how cute I'm looking. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. You know, all the models that I've played with, tell me why this looks like me. Like, this just fits me. Like, she gets me. And let's see, back hair. And choose how fluffy it is. I'm gonna I'm gonna keep it a little fluffy. Keep it a little fluffy because we defluffified the front, so I keep the back a little fluffy. And then we didn't add any twin tails, but you can play with the twin tails. Let me move some stuff here. Okay. Okay. So you can play with the twin tails. You can change the angle of them. I don't think I have this. Oh yeah, this one. I forgot about these. You can like make these little pew 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 pew. Let's see. I wish I had the ears on right now so I can see how they'd look with the ears. But that's fine. We'll leave it like that. It just kind of adds a little bit more flow to the hair. Let's see. Let's make let's do mid. That's fine. And then you can raise them or lower them. Let's do that. I think that's good. I muted because I had to sneeze, but it just like went away the moment the moment I went to sneeze. Okay, same for the buns. We can rearrange those. The little jellyfish hair, the mullet, we can modify that too. And for the highlight, you can have it really bright, it dark. Let's see. And you can choose that. Okay, there we go. So you can pick the style of the highlight, which is cool. Bit TMI, so don't answer if you don't feel comfortable, but do you live in like a state where it's warm like Cali or one where it snows? Well, well, Cali is both. We have snow and we have horrible, horrible, horrible hot summers. Depends on where you're at. But I'm in SoCal, so it's hot as hell. Because back to 90 is crazy, right? I had like 2 days of like rain, and then it was like, it's gonna be 95 degrees today. How you feeling? 2 days before Halloween. Okay, I like this. This is cute. I like the little hash. When I draw highlights, I usually kind of go for like the blobs like this, but I do really like the little hashing lines. I think it's cute. It snows? Yes. California is one of those, we have everything. So it depends on where you go. So you can be in the valley and then it's gonna be hot as fuck. You can go to the beach and it's gonna be pretty comfortable. And you go to the mountain and you get snow. And then we have the desert, you can go, which I don't do that. Although, Palm Springs is like decent to visit. I went like it was like super hot though. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Don't speak to me in Spanish. I can't speak Spanish. Don't get it twisted. I will get lost and afraid. Okay, so then it's style color because I did the highlight bright. You can change. Oh, damn it! I messed up the highlight. My little hashy lines. Bring me back my hashy lines. There you go. Perfect. Because I had the brightness really high and the hue like down. You can't really play with the color. I mean, you could play with the color. I don't like playing too much with the color. I think highlights should just kind of just be like white, personally. Although I kind of like how that kind of makes the little hashing lines kind of stand out more. Play with the hue. And then here, like that. You can kind of adjust this based on how you decide to do your hair shape. You decide how flat it is. That's crazy that even the highlight is customizable. That's crazy. I love that. You make it skinny. I think we'll just do like that. Okay. And now for hair accessories. figured Cali never gets snow because the forest fires start in July, while all the other states had snowstorm for 2 weeks. So you have to consider that California is big enough to be its own country. So everybody thinks of Southern California, and they think of California. But you just have to consider Northern California, and then the mountain areas of like Southern California. So we have snow. So then the issue with the forest fires is that they just kind of cause mudslides whenever we get rain. And same thing with like the snow melts. But there's like places in Cali like Big Bear, they get snow. I'm in like the valley. Can you hear it in my voice? I don't have a Valley Girl accent, right? Not like deep in the valley, but we're like in the valley. And but like if like it's like everything like I want to go see is like within 2 hours. So if I want to go to the beach, I can just drive an hour, 45 minutes to the beach, whatever. If I want to go to the snow during winter, it's just like an hour drive up to the mountain. Everything is like within what I want to experience, if I so choose. Let's see. But and then like people are like, oh, LA, like everything is LA, but it's like, well, LA encompasses like a lot of areas. It's like, well, like Disneyland's in LA, and it's like, well, not really. Disneyland's pretty far from LA. Let's see. Which is funny because as a kid, I didn't like go out very much. To be fair, my mom didn't like being on the freeway, so we kind of stayed in our little hub. So I kind of always kind of like, well, it's close because we're in California and that's in California. But then if you start going around California, you like realize how big California actually is. I drove 3 hours down to San Diego to go see the Iron Mouse concert. And it's like, well, it's in California, so it's nearby. And it's like, no, it took me 3 hours and I had to get a hotel room. But to be fair, like the traffic, if there's no traffic and you're going to San Diego, it's like 2 hours. But from LA. But traffic makes it stupid. There was like 1 year TwitchCon we went, and it took like 4 hours to drive down to San Diego. Okay, this is like hair accessories. I don't need this. So you can customize around the hair accessories and customize the hair accessories. Some of the buns have like little options. And I took a little bow off because I don't really want the bow on the hair. So we can add hair clips. Boop. On the left side, I have a lot of options. I think I'm gonna do... There's so many options. I'm gonna do the star on this side. I was gonna use this star, but it's more for like a sea style. Like it's not like a celestial star. It's more like a starfish. I want. And then there's this other star, but it's too small. I want it big. It's so small. That's a heart. Stay. It's so small. So I'm gonna go with this one. If I can find it. There it is. I guess you're not wrong. Cali did make up a huge amount of Mexico before it was taken. California is massive. That's why like every like 3 years or so, they're like, we can be our own country. We're going to leave America. And I'm like, cool, let's do it. And then it never happens. But I don't know how that would work logistically, but I'm down. Let's see, a cute star. And then, let's see, L1, L2. to... Oh, right. So I have to go back up so we can play with the color. Both Cali and Texas say it like every freaking couple of years. It's like, we're leaving America, rawr! And then they don't do it. And I'm like, stop teasing me. Purely for like, I feel like we need like a mix-up. Something spicy. We've had the same old for too long. We need something new to happen. Let's see. We can be like Canada. Although we're not connected to Canada. Canada. Why is it so hard to get orange? Or freaking gold? I want this to be gold. My cat is snoring. Oh my gosh. She's so cute. I don't know if the microphone... I don't think the microphone picks up her snoring, but it's very cute. There we go. That works. I hoping that what's in our system is an alien ship. World's getting boring. There's a TikToker where he'll like talk about like random like current events. And he starts every video off with like, shit's getting weird. I'm like, to be fair, shit's always weird. But okay, and on this side I'm gonna do like the little hair clips. Should I do this hair clips? Or should we do this hair clips? Or this hair clips? Or the singular hair clips? I think I like these hair clips. Hi. I can make them smaller. Actually, let me go for a potty break real fast. I'll be right back. Be right back. I almost fell out of my chair trying to get into my chair. The pastel color of your hair definitely complements your darker skin. Definitely a change of pace from white gray that's used with darker skin characters. I like the white and gray hair color personally. I think it's really cute. But it is used a lot. I think the pink hair and dark skin is really pretty. And like the purple hair too, like Yoriichi. I love her. Purple hair and pink hair just goes really nicely on dark skin characters. Let's see. You know, I knew this was going to take a long time. I didn't think it was going to take this long. Okay, let me add the saturation on here. I'll copy the saturation from the other one. Where am I? $54, $57. Close enough. $28.61. And 0.64. There we go. And then we can choose where it's going to sit. I like it as well, but damn, is it used every time? Yeah. I feel like it's like a really common in like the early 2000 and 2010 anime. Not 2000, like 2010 anime. Oh wait, now we're on to the ears. Hell yeah. I feel like everyone loves Yori. You have to love Yoriichi. She's so cool. My favorite was like my childhood friend. He oh, I didn't realize I can change the eyebrow movement with the ears. That's cool. My childhood friend was like when we were watching it weekly, so I was like, I had no idea Yoriichi was the cat was gonna be a freaking woman. And he's like, "You're Yoriichi," and I'm like, "That's a freaking male cat. It's a boy cat. Why are you calling me a boy cat?" He's like, "No, just keep watching, just keep watching," because he like read ahead or whatever. And then Yoriichi like appears and like she's naked, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's me." And he's like, That's not what I meant." Okay, so for ears, I can do like elf ears, which no. And then these. That's not happening. And we can keep the normal ears. But then, you know what? Oh, I picked these ears by accident. And then my top ears, those are the ones we're going to pick. So we have bunny ears. Wait, let me zoom out. So we have bunny ears. And we have bear ears. Those are cute. And then kitty ears. And other kitty ears. And fox ears. And whatever that is, like horse ears. And doggy ears. And hamster. Those are the ones I'm picking. And giraffe ears. Some kind of bug. I don't know what that's supposed to be. And then floppy bunny ears. But we're gonna go with these. Yeah. Dinner characters have a trope of wearing a red jacket hoodie. Marco from Star and Marco from Coco. I'm like, damn, I don't wear red at all. I must be out of the loop. It probably just like visually, like when the character designers do it, they just probably like the way it looks visually. Then we have the fantasy ears, fishy, bats, wings, more fishy. Maybe like a Vaporeon. But no. Let's see. Oh wait, no, face ears. We're not playing with those. They can play with those other ears. But we want the fantasy, no, not fantasy ears. We want top ears. You're gonna gotta edit the top ears. Haven't watched anime since the Mugen Train anime dropped in theaters. Oh my gosh, you haven't watched anime since then? The new movie almost got me, but I didn't go. But Infinity Castle is good. Infinity Castle was really good. It's just so freaking long. Like, personally, like, I don't know if it's like a less popular opinion, but I feel like I would like it more if it was just another season. Like, I want like another anime season instead of like waiting 2 years. The opposite felt fast paced. It does at parts, but then I know a lot of people liked Akaza's backstory. I did not. Like, I'm like, I do not care about this character. I do not. I just want him dead. I don't want his backstory. You cannot make me sympathetic to this asshole. Kill him now. So like by like the 4th character's backstory is like, okay, cool. We've been with these characters for like 4 years. We could have had these backstories forever ago. This is not the time. This is life and death. Yeah, more floppy ears. Not more floppy? No. That looks more like a deer kind of. We'll do like that. Cause like fox ears are already like up here, so they gotta flop down. So like you don't want them too floppy. I know I got people disagreeing with me because I made a video, like a meme on it on TikTok, and like people are like, no, Akaza's backstory is probably one of the best backstories in all of anime, and I'm like, no, fuck you. Let's see. Okay, you have to have the hair fluff. You can't get rid of the ear fluff. That's crazy. We can't make it smaller. Thank you for the rose. Best? No. Good? But no. I mean, yes, it was good. It was fine. But I used that as my potty break. Because, like, alright, I'm over you because I screw you. So I went to the potty. Hey, Seth, welcome back. Thank you. Ears. Okay, I want to keep the ear fluff inside. Look how reactive they are to my face. That's so cute. Okay. Okay, ear fur. I can make it more in, I can make it more out. Let's do like mid-range. Ear fur angle. Okay, good. None of the anime that have dropped since I stopped watching have captured my attention. Not even Chainsaw Man, which I did read. I didn't see the. I wasn't drawn in by Chainsaw Man. To the ears. I feel like maybe like 5 years ago I would have been more interested, but I'm like, I'm not interested in this show. I might watch it though. Okay, and then we have the inside. Saturate that. You want that more fleshy toned. So it has to be like a little bit more like red. More fleshy. I don't like the way I'm saying fleshy. Yeah, like that. want to see how your model's doing? It's looking good so far? Thank you. We haven't even got to the outfit. Okay. I do wish it won't let me decorate the ears. So like the top ears, I can't change the color of them. So I would like them to be a slightly less, like a softer pink. Or maybe even a darker pink than the rest of the hair. Yeah, I can't play with the hair color. I can play with it. I'll just have to like play with it elsewhere. And then if you do like the mermaid ears, you can make them more transparent, whatever. But then these don't have an option to play with. I told myself to go back to watching anime when season 3 of Fire Force finally drops, but who knows when that'll ever happen. I tried to get into Fire Force. I could not get into it. Okay, I'm just gonna run through the horns really fast because we're not gonna use any horns, but I'm gonna just play with some of them. It makes me look like a lamb. Alright, oh. And then you can play with the shapes. Huh. Okay, so not all of them, so you can make these bigger. Interesting. And then you like the hornbacks. The like dragon style horns are kind of cool. Like that. That's kind of cool. And then you can play with the contrast of them. So they're more like metallic. And then you can play with the colors, of course. And brightness. But we're not using these. These can go away. So now we are on the neckline. So we are on the choker. So all options. I like this one personally. And then you can have the accessory to go with it. So I'm gonna go with this one. And then you can do add-ons. I'm gonna do these. And you can change the position of them. But they're pretty good where they're at. And this is only for some of them. Let's see. So which one can we change the size on? Which one can I change the size on? Nani? Interesting. Alright. So that doesn't do anything, apparently. Oh wait, I messed up my choker. Go back. That one. So the only downside too is I can't change the color of the metal. Like I want the metal to be gold, but I cannot change that. So then you have the little add-on if you want to add it. We're not playing with those. But we are going to add a pendant. Ooh, I didn't see that one. Do I want this one? Or do I want my moon? Oh, that's what that does. I can change the size that way. Oh. Let's make you a little smaller. So you can do the moon, or a star, or a speckle. I think we're gonna go with the moon though. Go with the moon. And then you can do, there's other different pendant types as well. But yeah, we're gonna stick with the moon. Oops. And then if you want to add like a tie, that's an option. We're not gonna do that. I mean, technically. No. I was debating. You can change the size of this stuff too. That's cool. Oh wait, let me see. Oh, cute. So you can add little side flowers too. We're not doing that. Oh, let's pick the size of it. And then you can do it on the other side as well. And then you can add a necklace. Okay. So you can do a longer necklace too, which is what I was gonna use. But then I discovered you can make the pendant smaller, so I'd have to. So we're gonna stick to the small necklace, and we're gonna do this one. And then you have the same options for the long necklace too. But I'm gonna stick to the small one. And then you can do ruffles, little side collar. This is cute. That's actually kind of really cute. I might keep that. I don't know. And I'm gonna keep that there. I might keep it. I might get rid of it. We'll see. We'll see. That's kind of cute. And then you can change the size. You can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. We'll keep it smaller. And you have another. Oh my gosh, there's so many other options. Come on, let me move. So we have nothing, little bib kind of thing, that, nothing. Okay. And then we can do the saturation. I'm gonna make it black. So if you lower the saturation, and all the blacks that I use, I like to start off with a purple base and then just make it darker, but not too dark where you lose the details. So if you, again, lower the saturation and darken it that way, you get to keep the details better. There we go. And then, I don't know, I feel like this little thing is not going to work with the jacket that I want to use. However, I'm gonna have to come back. Maybe we'll start stream early tomorrow and we'll finish the model before we start doing creepypastas. Because I have to wrap up now. I did not really think this was going to take the entire stream to do. Let's see. Set. add it really fast to the Stream Deck. There it is. There we go. So that's where we're at so far. Can you believe that took, how long have we been going? That took almost 3.5 hours. It took almost 3.5 hours, and that's all we've done so far. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just admiring how cute she is. We haven't done the glasses. We haven't customized the tail yet. There's so much to do. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up. Let's see if there's anybody to raid. I still have to take the doggos out before I head off. Resident Evil, really? Really? Huh. Following. Alright. Now we're raiding. We're raiding. Toodaloo. I'm back tomorrow for Halloween. For spooky stuff. Spooky, spooky skeleton. Oh my gosh.